Great, Sean. Okay, hello. Where from and what's your names?
Yeah, we're from the United States. I'm Elder Craythorne.
And I'm Elder Bradley.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We do have a project. We are trying to understand if sport brings people together, especially when you're moving abroad. We do understand that immigrants, at least, they have, so to say, problems to integrate themselves in the community or in the society. And sometimes it's also the language barrier. And we do believe that sport could be a way to help people integrate and exchange their culture and so on. And we are just curious about your opinion. If you do believe the same, if you have any experience, because right now, as I understood, you're also living abroad. So if you can just share a bit about your opinions.
Yeah. So here, I guess at our church, the Church of Jesus Christ, we hold a sports night on Fridays and Saturdays. So Fridays we play soccer, and Saturdays we play basketball. And I think, we try to build a good community here, no matter your background or your language you speak. I think as you play sports together and kind of, share that experience together, I think you learn a lot about the people that you're interacting with.
And I'm pretty new to Riga, but I lived in Vilnius for a while. And in Vilnius, we had a really fun sports group going, also with our church. We played basketball, we played football, all that fun stuff. And it really helped us unite a lot of people from a lot of different cultures. We had people from really like 4 continents that were there, and it was really fun. We would just have a good time. Some people didn't even speak English. Like we had some locals there that only spoke Lithuanian. We had some people that only spoke Russian from Ukraine.
Okay.
And so it was great. We were all able to have a fun time.
And how did you deal with the other people? I mean, were just also playing sports, or it was also kind of like, trying to speak with the other person even though you didn't speak the language?
Yeah, I think between everybody, there were at least some people that could communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I speak Lithuanian and English, and so then I was able to communicate with them, and then I have a friend that speaks English and Russian,
so it was
between us, we were able
kind of like some connections were made over there.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of the focus of our project is also immigrants. As far as I know, here in the Baltic countries, they have lots of immigrants from Ukraine. Some of them, they, so to say, have to move abroad. So maybe you know any of them, maybe you know any of their experience. If you have, you just said that you had a community over there, or some people that were from Ukraine. Mm-hmm. And as far as we know, they don't speak English that well. So that's why we are just curious if you know any experiences or any stories, so to say.
Yeah, I guess also at our church on Thursdays, we teach an English club. And so to try to make that, transition for people into a new environment a little easier so that they can speak a language that can help them interact with people here. And then on Wednesdays, we teach Latvian as well. So just try to help people and bring them opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think one really difficult thing that lots of immigrants face is just not being able to communicate, because language is such a basic thing. You can play sports with each other, but that brings your relationship only so far. And so I think getting that language connection is really important. And we hope to be able to help out so people are able to learn, both English and Latvian and everything.
That's really great, and it's good to know, and I hope we can also promote that. One last question, and I mean, sports is not necessarily basketball and football. Sometimes each country have their own traditional games. Do you also have in America your own traditional game? Maybe sometimes it's also the child games, that they were playing when you were a child. But what would you say about that? Because sometimes those kind of games bring people together, and especially not necessarily the adults, but at least the young adults, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think growing up, we both played American football, and so as a kid, you kind of make your own variations of football. Mm-hmm. And like in your backyard, like even if you have just 2 of your friends, you can still somehow play football, and we just kind of, mess around, tackle each other, and hopefully not get hurt from it.
We actually got a group of a lot of people together the other day, and we just played some American football on the beach here, not too far from Riga. So just in the sand, it was really fun. We didn't do tackle, just tagging, but it was a lot of fun. And so there are so many variations on that.
That you can do, yeah. You can just play parts of the sport, so to say. Thanks a lot, guys. And nice to meet you, and hope the other people will join us in doing sports.
Yeah, of course.